Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the Astro Podcast. In this episode, we got a lot of covered, especially with today's recent news of UFC Paris, September 28th. And then I'm going to cover the recent UFC fight night between Sandhagen and Nurmagomedov. Holy shit, the first time I ever get it right. And then we're 2 weeks away from UFC 305, two places versus Adesanya, and UFC 308 is confirmed, and we're gonna talk a lot. We're gonna cover a little bit about boxing and then some recent controversies that I think is good to cover just because I want to hear you guys' opinions based on this. And yeah, we're gonna talk about some recent fights as well. Also, I'm gonna cover about uh, a little bit about the White Sox and the Chicagoans. My people, they know this is not good news. This is fucking disappointing. Now, let's talk about UFC 308 because I think it was last week. It was confirmed that we get into Topuria versus Holloway. Holy shit! I mean, this is one of the best cards. This 308 stack, bro. I mean, this is one of the fights that many people wanted to see, especially Holloway coming up his KO win against Justin Gaethje, and this is a fight that we've been wanting. Along with that, along with Topuria and Holloway for the championship, we're getting Shemaev Whittaker versus Shemaev. And as you guys know, Shemaev had to step out because he was ill, and now we actually get to see fight each other. But dude, I don't know. We gotta wait if Shemaev is actually fighting or not, cause you never know. This motherfucker might step out last minute, like, oh, I'm ill. But hey, hopefully we get the fight, bro. We gotta wait until that day, until the referee says fight. I'll believe it. Until then, I'll believe that fight. Hopefully it happens. And as we see, we cannot underestimate Whittaker with a KO against Iliskarov. What a decent fucking KO. Along with that, we getting Game versus Volkov facing a rematch. I'm telling you guys, fucking 3 is fucking stacked. We getting also Anklev versus Rakic in the light heavyweight bout. And it's not here, but Murphy versus Dan Ige if are face to face, are set to face, and then Neo versus Dos Anjos. UFC 308 is definitely a card that is gonna be on your radar. It has to be on your radar. Now we gotta wait until we see if Shemaya actually gonna fight or not. Like I said, the referee has to say fight until I believe it's happening. Now let's talk about some recent news that I wanted to cover, just because it seems I talked about it in my last episode. So Mohammed Mokaev apparently is willing to fight for free in the UFC in order to look to re-sign with the uh, in order to re-sign with the UFC after recent issues behind the scenes. So as we know it, Mohammed Mokaev faced Kape, and honestly, it was kind of an upsetting match, especially because these two motherfuckers were beefing before that fight even happened. Like there was so much shit going on. Like there was like motherfuckers were hitting each other, and then by the time the fight came, it was kind of upsetting, bro. Like we expected some blood in there, but it didn't happen. And turns out it was Makaev's last fight in the UFC contract. So, and Dana said that they're not no longer thinking of resigning him, even though he was undefeated. And now Makaev actually, I think it told Hunter that he's willing to fight for free in the UFC in order to, like, hopefully getting re-signed. But we'll see. We'll see what happens in the next few months. Other than that, dude, just today, Francis Ngannou is back in the octagon. He's gonna be making his PFL debut against Renan Ferreira. Also on that same date, we're getting Chris Cyborg versus Larissa Pacheco on October 19th. Some of the fights that you want to be on the lookout is definitely Jerry Cornier versus Kyle Baraujo. And like I said in the beginning in the intro, UFC Paris is set to happen on September 28th, with the main event being Renato Moicano versus Benel Saint-Denis. This is going to be a good fight, bro. Also in that card, we got Nurmagomedov versus Brendan Allen, Morgan Charrier versus AJ Cunningham, Farias Zion versus Matt Ferbola, Daniel Barris versus Victor Altamirano. So yeah, this is some good ass fights that you definitely want to have on the lookout. Now, let's cover UFC Fight Night Sandhagen versus Nurmagomedov. I don't know how to say this. Okay, man. I gotta try a little bit better next time. But let's talk about the UFC Fight Night. I saw this card. I think it went what I expected to be. The Sandhagen fight, I knew it was gonna be a technical ass fight. There's so much skill in those both fighters. So, but first let's cover a fight that many people are not talking about a lot, but the Spanish motherfucker, Joel Alvarez versus Alves Brenner, I guess the Brazilian. It was such a good fight, bro. I mean, it was so obvious that the what's it called, the height difference, the length difference between the arms. I mean, it was obvious, and it was an easy ass fight for him. But other than that, his striking looked solid as fuck. Getting that KO by the third round, it was such a good fight, and I feel like he deserves a little bit more attention. Oh, and no, he did get the attention because he got performance of the night. I think he did. Mackenzie Dern versus Lupi Godinez. This fight was, I mean, I was rooting for the Mexican, obviously, and Mackenzie got the fight, got the win. I was being a little bit biased, but I think Mackenzie Dern got that fight for sure. She was out there. That's all I can say. Now let's talk about a fight that it upset every single UFC fan. Tony Ferguson versus Michael Chiesa. We got this fight hoping, you know what? This might be the fight that Tony Ferguson might win and then get back in the victory win streak. And a win streak. It did not happen. Tony Ferguson got submitted by Michael Chiesa in the first round. I mean, at this point, we expected it. You know what we expected? You know what, Tony Ferguson? I think it's time for you to hang off the gloves. It's time to just, step out of the UFC, leave MMA for sure. You're really old. You already showed us your prime. You already showed us what have you done for the sport. It's okay, buddy. You can just retire at this moment right now. Turns out this motherfucker didn't retire. What the fuck? He put one glove down instead of two, and he's hoping to keep on fighting. But with this recent performance, dude, I don't know. I think it was just time for you to retire. But hey, man, it's his choice. I can't really do anything. But hey, hopefully he gets a win if he continues fighting. But you know what? It's just sad. It's going Tony Ferguson going out like that. But hey, man, it's the fucking MMA. Anything can happen. It's a fucking great sport. Now let's talk about the co-main. Oh no! What the fuck? I'm ahead of myself. Marlon Vera versus Davidson Figueiredo. Now this is the fucking fight that I did not take no breaks, no pee break, because I was on this shit. This fight did not disappoint in a way that, you know what? What I'm talking about is based on what Davidson Figueiredo did. Because first of all, Marlon Vera, not a sheer performance, but we know how Marlon Vera is in the first round. So this dude, you know what? Let's say, you know what? Let me be patient. Um, you, we know fucking Chito is in the first round. He's not as active. He's usually trying to like observe his opponent. First of all, in a 3-round bout, I don't know if that's even a good idea, bro. In the first round, you gotta be on your ass and try to beat this motherfucker. If it's a 5-round, maybe you could do it. Maybe you could do it. But if it's a 3-round bout, dude, isn't hey, you're kind of like wasting a round. Because if you're giving the first round, let's say you're just observing your opponent, right? That means you might potentially lose the first round. That means you're gonna beat your opponent in the other 2 rounds. So I don't know why this is Marlon's Cheetos game plan, but hey man, he did it again. And we got Davidson Figueiredo winning by unanimous decision. I kind of expected this, but here's something I wanted to talk about. His power is fucking crazy, and if you guys gotta watch the fight if you haven't seen it yet, or you could just see the highlights. But holy shit, motherfucker, Davidson Figueiredo and the bantamweight division, he is fucking solid. Now, I'm hoping to hope it's gonna happen. He's gonna be fucking successful in the weight division, especially winning against Chito, because Chito is, I mean, like I said, he's like around there. He's a good fighter, but you know what? He was the first one to ever knock down Chito Vera, because we seen Sean O'Malley versus Chito Vera. Sean O'Malley hit with a knee to Chito on his chin, and he didn't do anything. It didn't happen anything. He was just like, he just got hit and then continued fighting. He even went to the canvas. Now with Davidson Figueiredo, what this motherfucker did, he punched this bitch and went down. No one has ever done that to fucking Chito, bro. Which, you know what? We might potentially be seeing Davidson Figueiredo being successful in the fucking division. This weight division, bro. He looked fucking good out there. And I really hope that he hopefully becomes a double champ. He's fucking solid, bro. Now let's talk about another fight that I was into this shit. We got Sharabullet Magomedov versus Michael Oleksiejczuk. I don't know how to say his name, but hey man, what a great fucking fight. This fight did not disappoint, especially for me that I've been on this dude ever since he made his UFC debut. So Sharabullet won by the best performance I've seen, to be honest. He fought really good. His striking, as we know, fucking solid. He's good out there. He could definitely do it. And there were some takedowns in there. He seems to improve a little bit, but like I said, his main weapons is striking, and and also there was some grappling in there. He seemed to like work on that a little bit too. He seemed to have a better takedown defense, but obviously there's work to do because eventually he's gonna face a fucking world-class wrestler, so, and it's a problem for him. But like I said, his striking is fucking solid, and then he's a fucking entertaining fighter. And it turns out this was his last fight with the UFC, and obviously with his recent performances in the UFC, he fucking deserves that to be re-signed, because this motherfucker is actually fucking entertaining. Now let's move on to the main fucking event. The main event was Sandhagen versus Nurmagomedov. Damn, I can't even say it, bro. This fight, in my previous episode, I said, you know what, this is gonna be a hell of a good fight. we're not definitely gonna see any KOs, and that's what I said in my previous episode. We're not gonna see any KOs, but this was gonna be a technical ass fight. Not only technical, but it was gonna be really skillful. These motherfuckers are good, bro. First of all, I saw the fight, and one of the things that I noticed is that Sandhagen, he didn't seem to like really win with his striking. I don't if that makes sense. Cause also here's the thing, he was also, I don't know, he was kind of like being a little bit careful with his striking, just because one factor he had to worry about Umar's wrestling, but also Umar has some good at striking too. So it was like I'm saying, Corey's takedown defense was fucking solid as well. Like I'm not saying there were so many moments in there that Umar could have gotten a submission, but Corey Sandhagen's takedown defense was fucking solid. Striking wise, Umar's fucking good too in striking. As we know, Sandhagen is fucking striking too, but like I said, that factor of worrying about a takedown, I think is what kind of, you know what, not, I don't want to say slowly like slow him down, but it's just like that fear, like, oh, if I go too much in my striking, I gotta worry about him taking me down, which is something I noticed in the fight. But other than that, like I said, Omar got the fight for sure. Hopefully I see this guy rematching again, but you never know. Umar is definitely fucking up there, bro. He's fucking solid, good ass fighter. And like I said, striking wise, he's solid too in striking. Not only his grappling, his striking is decent. So like this was such a good fight. If you guys should definitely watch it. But if those motherfuckers are, oh, this is news fest, no, bro, this is such a high level fight, and it did not disappoint. And then we obviously I was rooting for Sandhagen, but you know what, he did not do that bad either. Like a takedown defense was top notch. Maybe his striking was as much as we expected, but a fucking decent fight. Now, let's move on to boxing. And that same day, the UFC fight night, Terence Crawford fought against Madrimov for the WBO interim super welterweight title and the WBA super welterweight title, and Terence Crawford got the win. Some people calling it controversial because what did I say this name, bro? Madrimov got the fucking win. Like, whatever. First of all, I didn't see the fights. Being honest, I just like would like to report them. This fight though, this is the fight that many people got disappointed. It's the biggest upset. Even my dad was upset, like, oh, this motherfucker didn't do shit. And Saturday is Isaac Cruz Pitbull versus Jose Valenzuela for the WBA super lightweight title. Valenzuela shocks the world and beats Pitbull Cruz. I saw a few clips on there, and in my previous episode, like I said, people got it. People got it this easily as when. No, bro. Hell no. As someone who, I try to not be biased at all, and I see the clips. I seen some clips on there. My boy got outboxed, to be honest. It seems like people didn't really have that adrenaline or that, say like we call it like huevos, like to fight. Motherfucker, he that had it. There were some moments that he was caught, but I don't know, man. Valenzuela's boxing is fucking solid, and he did outbox Pitbull Cruz. But hey, man, hopefully this humbles Pitbull Cruz and goes back into the winning column, and then kind of like, you know what, I should like work on my style and shit. Now let's move on from this. Let's go on to talk about what was going on with the White Sox. The White Sox have been going on a 21 losing streak. Holy shit, bro. Are we really that bad? Holy fuck, dude. Over the years, the Chicago team, we're talking about hockey, basketball, soccer, football, baseball. We've been the shittiest team. The closest what we ever got was really the Bulls going on to the playoffs, but that's about it. The fucking Chicago hasn't gone into the finals or at least deeper in the playoffs. It's been kind of disappointing. We need something to motivate this fucking city, bro. But hey, the White Sox has been going on a 21 losing streak, and recently they cut off the losing streak, winning against Oakland, winning by 5-1, if I'm correct. Yeah, 5-1. And I mean, it's disappointing for fucking baseball fans, but hey, hopefully in the future, man. Come on, dude. Any Chicago team, we need a fucking win. We need a fucking win at least once. At least a fucking trophy, dude. Bring it home. But hey, I'm really gonna be in touch with the basketball, the new fucking the Bulls roster, and I hope, please, at least playoffs, bro. Like it seems like a good young roster. And I recently had seen no news based on Lonzo, Zach LaVine, none of this, or Nikola Vucevic also. So we'll see. Hopefully we get in a few months. I don't know, in a few days, weeks, whatever. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. And recently I uploaded my journey videos, so you want to check that out. Whatever, that's like whatever. Check that out, and also try to like my shorts. I'm trying to gain more views on there. I try to small clips, 10-second, 12 clips, showing my training. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Like and subscribe, turn on notifications, please. So every time I upload, you're gonna see this new fucking episode. So yeah, man, like I said in every ending, respect each other, love each other, care for each other, look for each other, love each other. I said it again. I don't give a fuck. Peace.